All right, so we are going to take this toward Peacock today, or Mayurasana. So that means this is going to get very much into the upper body, the shoulders, the chest, the upper back, your bent arm strength, but also working the core strength for a little bit extra rigidity and stiffness, get into the back line of the body, into the glutes as well. So that's a lot to really keep in mind, but just keep in mind all those elements work toward the pose, and we'll get to the big pose at the very end of the class, and I'll go through a long demonstration at that point. 2 demonstrations here before we begin. Once we get into the main part of the flow, you're going to start this out in your downward facing dog. And you're going to go back and forth here to start, but eventually you're going to end up with a 3-legged dog. So one leg lifted, and I want you to keep that lifted leg as straight as you can. So reach to the toes, point the foot, tense up your thigh, lock your knee, lower your hips so that the hips are squared so you're going to feel the lift in the glutes. And I want you to hold all that. Keep that lifted leg straight and keep the engagement from the glutes on that side. Now back and forth from here, we're going to hop this forward, keeping the lifted leg straight and keeping it high. You're going to press off the base foot. And this doesn't have to be anything too crazy. If you look at the foot that's on the floor, when I hop this forward, I'm only lifting that foot about 6 inches or so. Just pressing your hands, take it back and forth, and you just keep it mellow like that, and that's fine. If you feel a little bit more excited, want to take this toward inversion, you can definitely bring this to the point where maybe you stack your hips over your shoulders, but still, you're keeping that lifted leg straight and moving back and forth, and just take it at whatever level is accessible to you here, all right? You don't have to force that at all. It's going to be a lot, and it's really more about engaging the back line of your body and getting your glutes to keep control of the position of your leg in space when you're upside down. And that's going to be the beginning of the flow. We'll move through the sequence from there. Now, at the very end of the sequence, we're going to come to this flattened version of crow, and I'm going to cue this in toward a little bit of a push-up. And this doesn't have to be a big thing. So again, there's levels to this. But I want you to set this up flattened out. So the hands will be shoulder width. So spread your fingers wide, grip the floor, feet together. Bring your heels up high and get the knees outside your arms so you're able to flatten this out. You want to use your inner thighs, and this will help you stabilize. So keep your legs squeezing in. Once you lean forward, lift your feet, try to bring the toes toward each other. And then as you hold this, keep your legs squeezing in and keep some tension on the inner thighs as you go back and forth. So you're going to pull the elbows back and sink your shoulders down, maybe just a little bit. Squeeze your legs in and lift. And just a little bit of this movement is quite a bit if you're not used to moving while you're balancing. If you can take it further, maybe pull back. You could even bring your nose down to the floor. Just be sure you can lift it back up. I'm going to cue it 3 times each round. So feel that out. The first round, you might be a little bit tentative, just trying to figure out the movement. There's going to be 4 rounds of that. By the last one, maybe you'll be able to find even more depth. But just work that as best you can. Again, there's levels to take it to. So really just feel out how your body responds as you go through the different movements. So to get this started, bring yourself down onto your back. Now once you're down, just go ahead and set this up with your feet on the floor, a little wider than your hips. Bring the knees in towards center. This will help you release your low back more fully down toward the mat. And then arms out at your sides somewhere, palms open toward the ceiling. Maybe with your hands past your head, maybe drawing the elbows in toward your sides, but whatever suits you best. Let your shoulders sink down here. Let your chest open up. And then just close your eyes. So just give yourself a moment to settle in. Let your mind quiet down. And then just start to deepen your breathing. So with the inhales, pull in as much as you can. Try to fill up your lungs. Hold on to all that breath at the top. When you exhale, constrict the back of your throat. So slow your breath down on the way back out. And just work to make your exhales last at least as long as your inhales as you breathe. And just keep breathing like this here to begin. Now when you're ready, take a deep inhale. And with the exhale, just open your eyes. And just take things slowly to start. With an inhale, reach your arms out long past your head. And then with the exhale, just bring your arms down to your sides. Back and forth, inhale, reach this out long. And exhale, arms to your sides. Inhale, reach this long. Exhale, arms to your sides again. Inhale, reach this out long. Exhale, arms to your sides. Inhale, reach this long. And with the exhale, just bring the arms down one more time. And then bring your knees to your chest, bring your hands to your knees, and just squeeze everything in tight. Now the knees pulled in, curl up, lift your head, lift your shoulders, bring your nose close to your knees. And just keep looking forward, bring your hands behind your head. Interlace your fingers, palms open, elbows wide. Just keep enough pressure from your hands that you can look forward without straining your neck. And then extend both legs up toward the ceiling. Now once you extend this up, straighten as best you can. Point the toes, reach up toward the ceiling. Try to tense up the thighs and lock your knees. If you got to bend the knees, keep the ankles stacked over your hips. With your low back down, just start to flutter kick. Just moving forward and back within about a foot, not too far, just feeling things out. So keep your belly pulled in, keep your low back pressing down. Rotate the big toes in toward each other a little bit. And then just go ahead, slow this down, bring your legs back together, keep looking forward. And then from here, one leg at a time. As you look forward, keep your right leg straight as you can, but bring the right heel down toward the floor without your low back lifting. Come back up the vertical. Bring your left heel down. And then lift back up. Right heel down for 2. Lift up again. Left heel down. And lift this up. Right heel down for 3. Keep your low back flat. And lift up. Bring your left heel down. And lift back up. Bring the right heel down for 4. Lift up again. Bring your left heel down. And then lift back up. Right heel down for 5. Lift this up. Bring your left heel down. And then lift up. Bring the right heel down for 6. Lift up again. Bring your left heel down. And then lift back up. Right heel down for 7. Lift this up. Bring your left heel down. And lift up. Keep looking forward. Bring the right heel down for 8. And then lift up. Bring your left heel down. And lift back up. Right heel down for 9. Lift up again. Bring your left heel down. Lift back up. Now this time, just lower the right heel as far down as you can hold. And keep looking forward. Keep your low back on the floor. Now from here, just pulse the right heel up and down on my count. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right leg high. Now lower the left heel. Bring it down far as you can go without your low back lifting. Just hold. And then again, pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left leg high. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just relax your head down. Bring your feet to the floor. And then just go ahead, fold the knees right and left. Let your body twist. And then the next time you fold your knees over the right side, just press down. Keep that twist. Try to keep both shoulders on the floor. If you can take it further, maybe extend your left leg to the right. And maybe you can take it further still. You can press that right leg to the floor. Try to lift the right hip, but just engage the tension toward lifting. And then go ahead, switch this out. Fold both knees over to your left side. And just keep pressing down. Keep that twist. Keep your right shoulder down. Maybe lift the right leg and extend it to the left. Maybe try to lift your left hip up off the floor. Just hold your twist. And then go ahead, come back to center. Set both feet flat, knees high. And then reach your arms out to your sides, right and left. We're going to set up for a bridge variation here. Now walk your feet in close. Feet hips width. Bring the heels close enough to your seat that your low back's basically flat while you're down. And then bend the elbows. So the forearms are vertical. Curl your hands into fists. Try to keep the elbows in line with your shoulders as best you can. And then push into the floor and just lift your hips maybe about 2 to 4 inches. But keep them lifted here so everything stays up between the shoulders and the heels. Now from here, just go back and forth one leg at a time. Pull the right knee into your chest. And then set the foot down. Pull your left knee in. And bring the foot to the floor. Pull the right knee in again. Set the foot. Pull the left knee in. Bring the foot down and keep your hips lifted. Pull the right knee in again. Set the foot down. Pull the left knee in close. And reset the foot. Pull the right knee in. And bring the foot back down. Draw the left knee in. And bring the foot to the mat. Pull the right knee in again. And then set the foot down. Pull your left knee in. And bring the foot to the floor. Now this time, just pull the right knee in and keep the right knee lifted like this. Now just keep the right knee as close to your chest as you can. And then just roll your spine down to the floor. Press into the left foot. Lift the hips up as high as you can go. And then again, roll your spine back down. And press your hips up high. Roll back down. Lift up as much as you can. Roll back down. And press the hips high. Roll down again. Lift the hips one more time. Hold here. And then as you lift it, just bring the right foot to the floor and switch this out. Pull the left knee to your chest, bring it in close. And then back and forth, roll your spine all the way down. Press to your right foot, lift up high. Roll back down to the floor. And then press this up again. Roll back down. Push your hips up high. Roll this back down. And lift the hips again. Roll your spine down. Lift up one more time, stay lifted. And bring the left foot down next to the right. And press into both feet, dig into your heels, squeeze your glutes, lift your hips as high as you can. And as you hold this, if you want to take it further, dig into the heels, try to pull them in toward your shoulders. Keep the glutes squeezing, keep your hips pushing high, and just breathe. Take an inhale. With the exhale, come all the way down. Now once you're down, bring your knees to your chest, bring your hands to your knees, and just squeeze everything in. And then just lift your head and shoulders, bring your nose close to your knees. Now as you curled up like this, just use the shape, cross at the ankles, roll up to a seat. And then once you're up, we're going to take this into a reclining position. Now I want you to extend your left leg straight and keep your right knee bent. Come down onto the left forearm, right hand in front of your chest. So you're on the left hip and you're on that left forearm. And step the right foot in front of your left leg. Now press into the floor and just lift that left hip about 1 inch up off the mat. Now maybe stay here, but if you can take it further, see about reaching your right arm toward your left foot, toward the back of the mat. We're going to lift and lower, reaching past your head as we go back and forth. Now press into the right foot, lift up and reach up and over. And then go ahead and sink everything back down. Again, press into the floor, reach and raise your hips. And then bring this back down again. Push into the right foot, reach and raise. And then sink this back down. Press into the floor, reach up, raise your hips. And then come back down. Press into the mat, reach and raise. Now hold this time. Stretch your right arm long. Bring your gaze up high. Keep your right foot pressing down. And maybe even try to lift that left foot up off the floor. You can press the left leg into the right. Which I'm not going to pretend is easy here. Just take it to where you can. Take an inhale. With the exhale, bring it all down. Now once you're down, just go ahead, sit up. And let's take it on the other side. So this time, right leg extended. Come down to the right forearm. Left hand in front of your chest. And then step your left foot in front of the right leg. Now go ahead, push into the floor. Lift that right hip about 1 inch up off the mat. Reach your left arm toward your right foot, toward the back of the mat. And again, we'll reach and raise the hips. So with an inhale, press into the left foot. Lift up, reach and raise. Exhale, bring it back down. Inhale, reach and raise. Come up high as you can. And then bring it back down again. Take an inhale, reach up, raise your hips. With the exhale, lower back down. Inhale, reach and raise. And then with the exhale, lower. Now inhale, reach up and over, raise your hips and hold here. Stretch your left arm long. Keep your left foot pressing down. And maybe pull that right foot up off the floor. Keep breathing here. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, just bring it all back down. Once you're down, just bring yourself back up to a seat. Shake your legs out for a moment. And then when you're ready, just cross at the ankles, come forward, your hands come into all fours. And once you take all fours, just move around. Shut your hands and your fingers, let the shoulders and hips move a bit. And let's go ahead and take this into the wrist. Now keep your hips stacked over your knees. And slide the hands in close within a couple hands lengths of your knees. Now flip your hands over. Backs of the hands down, palms up, point the fingertips in toward you. Spread your fingers wide. Keep your fingertips pressing down. Press your spine up toward the ceiling. Try to keep that lift between the shoulder blades here to start. And just go ahead and sway the shoulders side to side. Now keep your hands tense. Just breathe into that stretch from the backs of the hands moving through the wrists. You can always bring the hands closer to the knees if you want to back off. Now, if you can take it further, just come into center. Keep your arms straight like this. But then go back and forth through cow and cat breathing. So with an inhale, just drop your belly. Pull your chest forward. Look up. Exhale, round your spine and empty out. And just keep on going back and forth like this. Now, work the motion through the full length of your spine, both directions best you can. And just keep breathing. And then when you're ready, one more deep inhale for cow. And one more complete exhale for cat. And just come back into center. Come up onto the fingertips. And we're going to set this up for one of the Peacock entries here, because Peacock itself actually requires a wrist stretch. Now go ahead and set this up. Bring your knees out wide, wider than your hips. Point the toes in toward each other like you're about to come back into child's pose. Walk your hands in close. And then set your hands down on the line that you can draw between your knees. Now it's going to be palms down. Rotate your fingertips at least 90 degrees to the side, right or left. If you can go further still, try to point the fingertips toward your feet. Now go ahead and set your hands down flat. Spread your fingers out wide. Grip the floor. And just circle your shoulders where your wrist to feel this out. And keep the hands tense like this. And then just bring this into center. Now with your arms straight, look forward. Pull your chest forward between the upper arms. Bend the elbows in toward each other. You're trying to press the elbows in toward your ribs or the muscles of your core. And keep the elbows bent like this. Keep your hips low. And this will be your base position. We'll move forward and back. So bend the elbows and bring your shoulders forward at least a little bit. And then lift back up, but keep that weight on your hands. And just keep on moving forward and back like this. Now keep gripping the floor. Try to keep looking forward. Think about holding a cobra pose in the upper back as you move. And the next time you bend the elbows and lean forward, hold this here. Try to keep the weight on the hands as much as you can. If you can go further as you grip the floor, see about lifting your right knee up a little bit and then set it down. Lift your left knee and set it down. Right knee up again. Bring it down. Left knee up and set it down. Right knee up again. Bring it down. Left knee up. Set it down. Now dig into the fingertips. Try to lift both knees at the same time. This gets you a bit closer to Peacock itself. And then set the knees down. Come up onto the fingertips and down onto your heels. And just take a moment, shake your hands out and just loosen your fingers and your wrists. Now once the hands are ready, come back to all fours. And one more thing before we move on from this part. We're going to take this at a dolphin. So once you come down from the hands and onto the forearms. Now, two ways to do this. You can keep the forearms parallel with the palms flat, or you can put your palms together. Whichever you choose, see your elbows stay at shoulder width, and keep your hands pushing down. Now, tuck the toes of both feet. Lift your knees and bring your hips up high. And then walk your feet and get the hips up as high as you can. Now, just keep your hands pressing down. If it's enough just to be in this position, you can just hold it and let your head hang. And if you can take it further, we're going to move one leg at a time. Now, with an inhale, raise your right leg up as high as you can. With the exhale, pull this in, knee to chest as tight as you can go. Inhale, raise the right leg high again. And then bring your foot back to the floor. Now inhale your left leg high. With the exhale, knee to chest, pull this in close. Inhale, lift the left leg high. And then bring the foot down. Inhale the right leg high again. Exhale forward, knee to chest, pull it in. Inhale the right leg high. And then set the foot back down. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, pull this in, knee to chest. Inhale the left leg up high, and then bring the foot down. Inhale the right leg high again. Exhale, bring it forward, knee to chest. Inhale the right leg up, and then bring the foot down. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, knee to chest, pull in. Inhale the left leg high, and with your exhale, set the foot one more round. Now this time, inhale your right leg high, keep it lifted. Bend your right knee, hang your right foot left, twist. You're going to scorpion this pose. With an inhale, straighten that right leg and reach up. And with the exhale, bring the foot to the floor. Other side, inhale your left leg high. And then bend your left knee, hang your left foot right, scorpion on this side. Inhale, straighten the left leg, reach up. And with the exhale, just bring the foot down and set your knees down. And then come up onto your hands. Back to all fours. Take a moment here and breathe. Move around. Now you can just take a break and breathe, maybe take another stretch before we move on, your choice. But whenever you're ready, tuck your toes, straighten your legs, hips up high, find your downward facing dog. Now once you move your down dog, take a look at how you set this up. Hands about shoulder width distance apart. Press your palms flat so you can feel weight toward the base of your thumbs. And let your chest sink down low to the floor. And even as your chest sinks down, really reach your hips up as high as you can. Stretch this out long. Pull in through the belly, around the lower ribs. Use your core to tighten up your midsection and lengthen your spine. As your hips reach up, if your legs are tight, you can always bend the knees and let that tension go. Maybe just pedal out and keep moving here. When you're ready, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just bend the knees, look forward, and step to the front. Take a ragdoll fold. Feet about hips width distance apart, deep bend in the knees. Let your belly touch your thighs.
Now let your head hang, let your spine round. Let everything go long and loose and let the muscles in your neck relax. You can hang your hands to the floor. You can reach to opposite elbows. Maybe shake this side to side and loosen even farther. When you're ready, just release any grip that you have. Keep your knees bent to begin. And then just restack your spine. Round this up to standing. Bring your head up last and just open up your palms at your sides. Now when you're ready, with an inhale, reach the arms up high. And then with the exhale, just bring your hands down to heart center. Take a moment here to breathe. Set an intention. Let your mind clear. Find your focus. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just release your hands. Now with the next inhale, reach this up high. And then with the exhale, slowly fold this forward. Hinge at the hips, start with a straight spine. Put a little bend in the knees. Keep your core engaged. Move smoothly. And then just release this at the bottom. Now with an inhale, lift up halfway, fingertips to the floor or to the shins. Lengthen forward through the crown of your head. With the exhale, just bring your hands to the mat. Let's step this back into high plank. Now find your shape. Press your palms down, shoulders over your wrists. Press your spine up toward the ceiling and keep that lift. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, slowly bring your shoulders forward as your elbows bend. Keep your body in line. Elbows pulled into your sides and lower with control. All the way down onto your belly. Now once you're down, flatten the feet up behind you. Hands under the shoulders, elbows into your sides. We'll take it up and down through low cobra. So with an inhale, just peel up your head, neck, and chest. With the exhale, roll this back down. Inhale, peel up again. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, peel up one more time, hold here. Now keep the lift in your upper body. Keep your feet pressing down and keep your glutes squeezing. Take the weight out of your hands. Pull the shoulders back. And then lift this up even higher. Now I want you to hold that lift, but take an inhale. And with the exhale, just bring your hands down and slide them forward. Let's take this into Sphinx. Now forearms parallel, elbows underneath the shoulders. Press your palms down. And still, keep your body active here. Your feet are pressing down, glutes are squeezing, keep the hips pushing to the floor. Now as you grip the floor with your hands, draw your chest forward between your shoulders. Reach the crown of the head toward the ceiling. And work to lengthen your spine, drawing forward up and out of the pelvis. Now if you can keep all that and take it further, maybe lift your elbows up a little bit. Maybe a lot, but again, still drawing out your spine and lengthening out more than just simply bending. Keep breathing here. Now if you lift the elbows, set them back down. And then slowly, just slide your hands back. And bring the palms down, back underneath the shoulders. Chin comes down to the floor. We're setting this up for upward facing dog. Now when you're ready, with an inhale, straighten your arms. Pull your chest forward. Let your hips hang. Stay on the tops of your feet. Keep your legs active and lift your knees up from the mat. To take it further, kick your feet down. Squeeze your glutes and pull the hips forward to deepen the arc all through the front. Lift with the arms and lift with your shoulders. Keep your neck long. Keep your chest pushing forward. Deep inhale. And then with the exhale, pull your belly in. Hips up high to down dog. Pedal out for a moment. Let your hips move side to side. And let's take it through the sun salutations here. Steady movement. Take a deep inhale. Now with the exhale, just bend the knees. Look forward. Step or float to the front. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold this back down. Inhale to standing. Reach this up high. Exhale, fold. All the way back down again. Inhale, halfway lift. And then with the exhale, hands to the mat. Chaturanga's next. High plank to low. Now with an inhale, open up your chest. Lift your gaze up, dog or cobra. Exhale, pull your belly in. Hips high to down dog. 2 more rounds. Keep it steady. Take an inhale. With the exhale, bend the knees. Look forward, step or float. Inhale, lift it halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to standing. Reach this up high. With the exhale, bring it back down again. Inhale, halfway lift. And with the exhale, hands to the floor, high plank to lows next. With an inhale, open up, draw forward. And with the exhale, pull it back in. And bring your hips back up. 1 more round, take an inhale. With the exhale, bend the knees. Look forward, step or float. Inhale, lift it halfway. Exhale, fold down. Inhale to standing, reach up high. And then exhale all the way back down again. Inhale, halfway lift here. And with the exhale, set the hands, chaturanga. With an inhale, open, up, pull forward. And then with the exhale, draw it all in. Bring your hips back up. And just pedal out, breathe here. Now from your down dog, inhale the right leg high behind you. And then scorpion dog, bend your right knee, hang your right foot left, and twist as much as you can. With an inhale, extend that leg, three-legged dog. And with the exhale, bring the foot to the floor. Inhale your left leg high. Now hold your three-legged dog here. Keep that leg lifted, keep it straight. Reach to the big toe, tense up the thigh, lock the knee. Lower the left hip and feel that lift in the glutes. Hold your leg straight, look forward. Just bend your right knee, feel your hips move straight up and down. And we'll hop it back and forth. High or low is your choice. So press into the right foot, hop forward. Press into your right foot, hop this back. Press into your right foot, hop forward. Press into the right foot and hop back. Press into the right foot, hop forward. Press into your right foot, hop back one more time, three-legged dog. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, bring it forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. And bring the left foot down between your hands, low lunge. Now from here, we'll take a dancer's bridge. Right hand's your base. Roll the outside edge of the right foot and step the left foot behind your right leg. Sink your hips down. With an inhale, press your hips up high. Reach your left arm long. And you can work this like a side plank with the shoulders stacked, or maybe open your chest toward the ceiling like a back bend. Just keep your glutes squeezing, stay lifted, and keep breathing here. Now take an inhale. With the exhale, sink this back down. Bring your left hand forward, left foot forward between your hands. And the left foot's your base. Pull the right knee to your chest, curl everything in. Now as you hold on to that knee, go ahead and round this all the way up to vertical. Now take a moment here to breathe. Dig the left big toe down into the floor. And then once you're ready, just bring your hands to your hips, and we're going to line the right knee up with the left and take this into dancer. So reach back with the right hand when you're ready. Find the inside edge of your right foot. Once you have that grip, line up your knees. Left arm high, keep looking forward. And then once you're ready, kick into the right hand and lean forward against the tension of the kick. Pull the right shoulder forward, keep your gaze forward, and just take this to where you can control. Hold your balance here. Now slowly, with an inhale, bring yourself back upright. Right knee lifted, hands to your hips. And we'll switch it out. Put the right foot down. Come to standing with your left knee high. Now find your balance on this foot. Once you're ready, bring your hands to your low back. Interlace your fingers, pull the palms together. Draw your shoulders back and keep your chest open. And we're going to take this into a warrior three. Now keep a little bend on the right knee. Hinge from the right hip. Extend your left leg straight. And bring everything lifted into one long line. Lower the left hip so your hips are squared. Maybe stay upright. Maybe come down toward parallel, but keep looking forward. Now as you hold this, we're going to work this further with the standing leg. So just slowly bend the right knee, sink down belly toward your thigh, press into your right foot, lift back up, keep your balance. Bend the right knee, sink down belly toward your thigh, press into the right foot, lift back up. One more time. Now bend the right knee, sink this down as low as you can go. And then once you're down, just release. Both hands to the floor, left foot down behind you, low lunge. Now go ahead and range this. Make sure your feet are on two separate tracks, hips with distance, left heel lifted behind. Let's take a high lunge stance. When you're ready, with an inhale, bring your torso upright, hands to your hips. And just take a moment to adjust. Deep under the right knee, left leg towards straight, left hip forward, right hip back. Bring your spine upright. Once you're ready, with an inhale, reach your arms up high. With the exhale, vertical twist, right arm back, left arm forward, twist to the right. Inhale to center, arms up high. Exhale, twist again, right arm back, left arm forward. Inhale to center, arms up high. Exhale one more time, right arm back, left arm forward. Now inhale, back up to center, reach high. And with the exhale, this time, hands through heart center. Bring the left elbow outside the right thigh and twist like this. Now press the elbow to the thigh, push the palms together. Keep the left hip pulling forward. Try to look over your right shoulder and just keep breathing here. Now slowly, we're going to try to keep this twist but take it down lower. So when you're ready, just bring the left knee to the floor.
left foot flat behind. And then just bring the right hand to the right thigh, left hand to the floor inside the right leg. Now you can slide that left foot further back if you like, but keep the right thigh pulling in toward your belly. And then if you want to take it further still, you can bend the left knee. Actually, if you want to take this further from here, kick your left foot down, maybe just hover that left knee up off the floor, but keep the hip pulling forward. And you should feel all that through the hip flexor on the left side and the front of the pelvis. Now, if you want to take it even further, you can drop the left knee and bend it. And if you can do this without backing up your hips, maybe reach your right hand to your left foot and pull that heel toward your seat. But kick into your hand, keep that left hip sinking down and pulling forward, and keep your right thigh squeezing in toward your belly. Keep breathing here. Now take an inhale. With the exhale, release this. Both hands down around the right foot. Now tuck the toes of your left foot, lift your left knee. And we're going to take this up to a pyramid stance. Now as you're ready, bring the left foot forward, one pace foot behind the right. Hands to your hips. And with an inhale, just come all the way upright. So both legs straight, both feet flat. Left foot points to the side at least a little bit. Right hip back, left hip forward so your hips are still squared. Now bring your hands to your low back, palms open, fingers wide. Draw the shoulders back, keep the elbows wide, and keep your chest open like this. We'll take it down toward a halfway fold. So take an inhale. With the exhale, hinge from the hips. Lead with your chest, come down toward halfway. Inhale, bring this all the way upright. With the exhale, hinge forward again, just toward halfway down. Inhale, bring this all the way up. Exhale, hinge toward halfway again. Now inhale, lift up one more time. And with the exhale, hinge forward and we'll hold. Now keep your gaze forward, keep your shoulders pulled back, keep your hips squared. And take it deeper. Bend the right knee as much as you need. Touch your belly to your right thigh. Right hip still pulling back, left hip still pulling forward, and then bring your fingertips down to the floor. Now just hold that stretch on the back of the right thigh. Breathe into it here. If you're going to straighten the right leg, be sure you've got the contact, belly touching the leg. And feel this on the back of the right thigh. Now pull the left hip back, right hip forward if you want to go even further. Maybe start to rotate your hands, point toward the back of the mat. And maybe take it further still. You can bend the left knee and lift that left heel. Maybe lift the left foot entirely and focus all the tension on the right leg, but just go to where you can. Now take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just release. Both feet down, both hands down, forward fold. Once you're ready, take an inhale, lift it up halfway. And then with the exhale, set the hands. We'll take it into that flattened crow. Now dig your fingertips down. Bring the feet together, heels high. Knees wide outside the arms. Now look forward, lean. Go slow, but lift your feet up together. Toes to touch, bring the heels up close. Keep your inner thighs active. Keep your legs squeezing in. Back and forth for the push-up. Draw the elbows back. Sink the shoulders down a little bit or a lot. Squeeze your legs in and lift up. Again, pull the elbows back. Let your shoulders sink down. Squeeze the legs in and lift. One more time. Pull your elbows back, sink your shoulders down. Squeeze and lift up one more time. And then go take your Vinyasa when you're ready from here. All right, for the other side, inhale the left leg high behind you. Bend your left knee, hang your left foot right, scorpion the pose, find the twist. With an inhale, straighten that leg through like a dog. With the exhale, just bring your left foot down to the floor. Inhale your right leg high, now hold your three-legged dog here. Keep the right leg lifted, keep it straight, reach to the big toe. Tense up the thigh, lock the knee, lower the hip, and feel that tension in the glutes. Hold your leg straight. Look toward your hands, bend your left knee, move your hips straight up and down. And then back and forth, press into your left foot, hop forward. And then press into your left foot, hop it back. Press into the left foot, hop forward. Press into the left foot and hop back. Press into your left foot, hop forward. Press into the left foot, hop back one more time. Three-legged dog with your right leg high. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, bring it forward. Knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. And step the right foot down between your hands. Now from here, let's take that dancer's bridge again. Left hand's your base this time. Roll to the outside edge of the left foot and step the right foot behind your left leg, sink down. With an inhale, push your hips up high, reach your right arm long. Again, you can stack the shoulders or open your chest more like a back bend, but keep your glutes squeezing, keep reaching, and just breathe.
Now take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just sink this straight down. Right hand forward, right foot between your hands, and that's going to be your base. Pull the left knee to your chest and curl everything in. Now take hold of your left knee, and let's roll this all the way up to vertical. Now once you're up, just slow your breathing down. Keep the right big toe grounded. And bring your hands to your hips. Take it to dancer. Line the left knee up with the right. And then reach your left hand back. So see about finding the inside edge of your left foot. Once you've got that grip, line up your knees. Keep looking forward. Reach your right arm high. And then kick into your left hand. Lean against the tension of the kick. Pull your left shoulder forward. Keep your gaze forward. And again, just take it to where you can control here. All right, slowly with an inhale, come back upright. Left knee lifted, hands to your hips. And then switch it out. Set your left foot down and come to standing with your right knee high. Now, with the right knee lifted, just stay balanced. Bring your hands to your low back. Now, interlace your fingers. Find the interlacer feels strange. Pull the palms toward each other. Draw your shoulders back. Keep your chest open. And then let's take it to the warrior three. Put a little bend in your left knee. Hinge from left hip. Extend your right leg back. Everything lifted comes into line. Again, maybe more upright. Maybe toward parallel. Try to keep your shoulders pulled back, keep your gaze forward, and work to keep your hips squared. Work this with your standing leg. Bend your left knee, sink down, belly toward your thigh. Press into the left foot, lift back up. Again, bend the left knee, bring it down, belly toward your thigh. Press into your left foot and lift. Bend the left knee, sink down, belly toward your thigh, come down as low as you can. And then release. Bring both hands down. Step the right foot down behind you. Low lunge. Now right heel lifted behind. Be sure the feet on two separate tracks, hips width distance. And then once you're ready, take it to your high lunge stance. With an inhale, bring your torso upright, hands to your hips. And adjust it here. Keep the deep bend in the left knee, right leg towards straight. Pull the right hip forward, left hip back. And then when you're ready, take an inhale, reach up high. With the exhale, vertical twist. Left arm back, right arm forward, twist left. Inhale to center, arms up high. Exhale, twist again, left arm back, right arm forward. Inhale to center, reach up high. Exhale, left arm back, right arm forward. Inhale to center, arms up high. Now the exhale this time, bring the hands through center. Right elbow outside your left thigh. Now press the elbow to the thigh, push your palms together. And work this as best you can. Try to pull that right hip forward and look back over your left shoulder. Just breathe as you hold this. Now slowly, keep your twist, but take it down lower. Bring the right knee down to the floor. Flatten the right foot behind you. And then just release your hand. So left hand to your left thigh, right hand to the floor, inside your left leg. Now keep the left thigh pulled in toward your belly. Kick the right foot down. See about lifting that right knee up off the mat. But pull the right hip forward and down. Try to engage the glutes on the right. And this could be enough. Now, if you want to take it further, you can put the right knee down without backing up your hips. You can bend the right knee, lift the foot. You can reach the left hand back to the right foot, and if you have that grip, pull the heel toward your seat, kick into your hand. Keep the left thigh squeezing in and stay twisted here. Keep the right hip pulling forward and down. And just keep breathing. Now take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just release this. Both hands down around your left foot. Tuck the toes of the right foot, lift the right knee, bring it up to low lunge. And from here, we'll set this up for the pyramid stance. So bring the right foot forward, one pace behind the left. Hands to your hips with an inhale, come all the way back upright again. So again, 3 feet front to back, hips width distance side to side, so your hips are squared. Straight legs, right foot points aside a little bit. Bring both hands to your low back, palms up and fingers wide, shoulders pulled back, elbows wide, keep your chest open. Let's take it down toward halfway. Let's take an inhale. With the exhale, hinge from the hips. Look forward, lead with your chest, find that halfway fold. Inhale, bring this all the way up. Exhale, hinge down toward halfway again. Inhale, bring yourself upright. With the exhale, hinge toward halfway. Inhale, lift it up one more time. Now with the exhale, hinge forward and hold. Pull the left hip back, right hip forward, shoulders pulled back. Take it deep, bend the left knee as much as you need. Touch your belly to your left thigh, find that contact. And then bring both hands down to the floor. Feel that stretch in the back of the left leg. Now, if you're going to straighten the left leg, make sure your belly's still touching your thigh. Keep pulling that right hip forward. To go further, you can rotate your hands, point the fingers toward the back of the mat, maybe start to reach the arms further back. And if you want to go deeper still, you can focus weight on the left foot. Maybe bend the right knee and lift the right heel. Maybe lift the right foot entirely, but find that stretch on the back of the left thigh and just breathe into it here, however far you go. Take an inhale. Now the exhale, both feet down, both hands down, forward fold. Take an inhale, lift up halfway when you're ready. And with the exhale, set the hands for crow. So dig your fingertips down. Lift the heels, bring the feet together. Knees wide outside the arms, squeeze the legs in. Look forward and lean. Take it slow, but lift your feet up together. Toes to touch, pull the heels in close. Keep your inner thighs active, keep the legs squeezing. For the push-up, pull the elbows back, sink your shoulders down to where you can. Squeeze the legs in and lift. Pull the elbows back down, back and sink the shoulders, and then lift back up. And one more time, elbows back, let the shoulders sink down. Squeeze back in and lift. And then take another vinyasa. All right, let's take the next sequence. With your next inhale, raise your right leg high behind you. Bend your right knee, hang your right foot left, scorpion the pose. With an inhale, straighten the side three-legged dog. And with the exhale, just bring the foot down. Inhale your left leg high, hold your three-legged dog on this side. Reach the left big toe, tense at the thigh, lock the knee, keep the leg straight. Feel that tension in the glutes. Look toward your hands, just bend your right knee, move your hips straight up and down. Back and forth, press into your right foot, hop forward. And then press into the right foot, hop this back. Press into the right foot, hop forward. Press into your right foot, hop back. Press into the right foot, hop forward. Press into the right foot, hop back one more time. Three-legged dog, take an inhale. With the exhale, pull the knee to your chest, shoulders over wrists, and set your left foot down between your hands, low lunge. Now from here to the dancer's bridge, right hand's your base. Roll to the outside edge of the right foot, left foot steps behind the right leg, sink down. With an inhale, push your hips up high, stretch your left arm long, and stay lifted here, just breathe. Take an inhale. With the exhale, sink back down. Left hand forward, left foot forward. And now the left foot to your base, pull the right knee to your chest, curl in. Take hold of your right knee, round this all the way up. Now keep your left big toe pressing down, slow your breathing. And then bring your hands to your hips, another version of dancer. Line the right knee up with the left. And now this time, reach your left hand back, find the inside edge of your right foot. Now once you got the grip, line up your knees. Reach your right arm high. And then take it slow. Kick into your left hand, lean forward against the tension of the kick. Pull the left shoulder forward, keep your gaze forward. And again, just take it to where you can control here. Now with your next inhale, come back upright. Right knee lifted, hands to your hips for just a moment. Switch it out, put the right foot down. Come to standing with your left knee high. Now keep your right big toe grounded. When you're ready, reach the arms out wide. Let's take an eagle bind here. It's going to be left thumb under, right arm over. Cross the elbows, palms to touch. Thumbs toward your face. And you can always reach to opposite shoulders if you need to. Just cross the arms and keep squeezing. Now let's take it like this into your warrior three. Put a little bend on the right knee. Hinge the right hip, extend your left leg back. Everything lifted comes into line. And maybe bring it down toward parallel. Now keep the glutes engaged on your left side. Keep your gaze forward. And again, work it with your standing leg. Bend the right knee, sink down, belly toward your thigh. Press into the right foot, lift back up. Bend the right knee, bring it down, belly toward your thigh. Press into the right foot and lift. Bend the right knee, now just sink down as low as you can, still hold. And then release, both hands down, left foot down behind you, low lunge. Now from here, we'll take warrior two. With an inhale, drop the left heel. Lift your torso, one of the arms, and open out to your left side. Deep into the right knee, straight left leg. And again, one line from the front heel to the back arch. Go ahead, widen as much as you like, but sink your hips down. Now keep your spine vertical, reaches equally front to back. We'll move back and forth from here. So with the inhale, reverse. Left hand to left thigh, right arm high and back. With the exhale, extend right over to the right thigh, left arm higher forward. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverses. And then with the exhale, just extend forward and stay forward this time. Take a half bind. Left arm behind your back, palm face away. Pull that shoulder back and look up. Now you can keep the right arm on the right leg good enough. If you want to go deeper, right hand to the floor inside the right leg. Left shoulder stays high. Deeper still, you can bend the right elbow and sink down. And if you want to take the full arm bind, you can reach underneath and see about finding that grip behind you. Now, wherever you take this to, keep your left shoulder high, keep looking up toward the ceiling. Work to tuck the right hip onto the left, and just breathe here. Now take an inhale. And with the exhale, slowly bring your torso upright, hands to your hips. And let's take this as a straddle stance. So the feet are so wide, turn the heels towards center, toes out, both legs straight. You can go wider or more narrow, whatever your hips allow. Now hands in front of your chest. We're going to take this down to a side lunge to the left side. Now you can reach forward if you need to. You can always bring your hands to the floor. Just keep the left foot flat. Now bend your left knee, sink low to the side. Point the toes of the right foot up toward the ceiling, come down low. Press in your left foot, come back to center. Again, deep in your left knee, sink down low as you can. Push in your left foot, come back up. Again, bend the left knee, try to take it down deeper. Press in your left foot and lift back up. Deep bend the left knee, sink low to this side. Press in your left foot, lift back up. One more time, deep bend left knee, now sink down as low as you can hold. And try to come down inside that left thigh. Now you can always press your hands down. You can reach forward if you need to. Keep the right heel digging down. Keep the toes of the right foot pointing up and just keep breathing here. Now take an inhale. And with the exhale, just bring your hands to the floor. Lift your hips up high and shake out your legs for a moment. Now, once you're ready, while you're folded, take your legs into a horse stance. So bend the knees, bring the hips down low, thighs toward parallel with the floor. Just move around to reset. And then we'll still work the hips a little bit further. Now, keep your right hand on the floor. Bring the left hand onto your left knee. Hips are low, knees are wide. We're going to take this with a cross step. So put the weight to your left foot. Step your right foot back and across, and then sink your right hip low to the floor. Now press into your left foot, step this wide, come back to horse. Again, weight to your left foot. Right foot back and across, sink that hip down. And then press into your left foot, step this out wide. One more time, weight to your left foot. Right foot back and across, bring that hip down low. And if you can take it further, maybe even lift your right foot, push your right leg into the left. Just stay low here and keep breathing. When you're ready, press in the left foot, step that right foot wide. Bring both hands down. And then make a quarter turn to the right. Bring your hands to the front of the mat. Left foot forward to meet the right. Take an inhale, lift up halfway when you're ready. And with the exhale, set your hands, let's take it back to crow. Dig your fingertips down. Feet together, heels up, knees outside the arms. Keep your legs squeezing in. Now look forward and lean, take it slow, but lift your feet. And as your legs are squeezing in, go back and forth. Pull the elbows back, let your shoulders sink down. Squeeze your legs in and lift. Pull the elbows back, sink the shoulders down. Squeeze and lift back up. One more time. Elbows back, let your shoulders sink down. And then squeeze and lift one more time. And take it through another vinyasa from here. All right, and to even this out, with the next inhale, raise the left leg high behind you. Bend your left knee, hang your left foot right, scorpion this side, stack your hips. With an inhale, straighten three-legged dog. With the exhale, just set the foot down. Inhale the right leg high and hold your three-legged dog. Reach for the right big toe, tense up the thigh, lock the knee, lower the hip and feel this in the glutes. Look toward your hands, bend the left knee, move your hips straight up and down. And then back and forth, press into your left foot, hop forward. Press into your left foot, hop back. Press into the left foot, hop forward. Press into your left foot, hop back. Press into the left foot, hop this forward. Pressing your left foot, hop back one more time. Three-legged dog, take an inhale. Exhale forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. And bring the right foot down between your hands. Now from here, last time, dancer's bridge, left hand's your base. Roll to the outside edge of the left foot, right foot steps behind your left leg, sink down. With an inhale, push your hips up high, reach your right arm long. Keep your glutes squeezing, stretch this out, and keep breathing. Take an inhale. With the exhale, sink back down. Right hand forward, right foot forward between your hands. And that's your base. Pull the left knee to your chest, curl everything in. Now take hold of your left knee. Let's round this up to vertical here. Now once you're ready, hands to your hips. Line the left knee up with the right. And then into dancer here with the right hand, reach for the inside edge of your left foot. Now once you've got that grip, line up your knees. And then go ahead, reach your left arm high. Now kick into the right hand, lean forward against the tension of the kick. Pull the right shoulder forward, keep your gaze forward. And just take it to where you can still balance here. Keep breathing. With an inhale, slowly come back upright. Hands to your hips, left knee lifted. And switch this out. Set your left foot down, come to standing with your right knee high. Now once you're stable, reach your arms out wide. And then take your eagle bind on this side, right arm under, left arm over, cross the elbows. Palms to touch thumbs with your face, or reach to opposite shoulders. Arms crossed, just keep them squeezing. And then put a little bend on the left knee. Start to hinge from left hip, move into that warrior three. Right leg straight back. Everything lifted in line, keep your hips even. And take this as close to parallel as you can. Now keep looking forward, keep that left leg strong. And then work your standing leg. Bend your left knee, sink down, belly toward your thigh. Press into your left foot, lift back up. Bend the left knee, bring it down, belly toward your thigh. Press into your foot, lift back up. Deep bend left knee. Now just take this down as low as you can go. And then set your hands down. Bring the right foot down behind your low lunge. From here to your warrior two. With the inhale, drop the right heel, lift your torso, one of the arms. Open to your right side. Feel it out. Deep in left knee, straight right leg. Again, one line from the front heel to the back arch. You can always lengthen this out. Now keep your spine tall. Reach equally front to back. And move back and forth. Inhale, reverse. Right hand to the right thigh, left arm high and back. With the exhale, extend. Left elbow to left thigh, right arm high forward. Inhale, reverses. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse. With the exhale, extend forward one more time. Take your half bind, right arm behind your back, palm face away. Pull that shoulder back. You can stay here with the left arm on your thigh, or bring the left hand to the floor inside your left leg. To go deeper, you can bend your elbow, sink further down, or take the full bind and reach underneath. Wherever you take this to, work to tuck the left hip under the right, pull the right shoulder back, and look up toward the ceiling. And take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just bring your spine upright, hands to your hips. Both legs straight, move into your straddle, heels in, toes out. Again, maybe take it wider, maybe bring your feet in narrower, whatever your hips allow. Now hands in front of your chest, and we'll take it down to that side lunge, sinking down to the right. Now keep your right foot flat. Deep into the right knee, come down low. Point the toes of your left foot toward the ceiling. And then push into the right foot and lift back up. Bend the right knee, sink down. You can reach forward or down if you need to. Take it low. Press into your right foot and lift. Again, bend the right knee, take it down low to this side. Push into your right foot, lift back up. Bend the right knee, sink down, try to go deeper. Press into your right foot and lift back up. One more time, deep into the right knee, take this down as low as you can. You can keep the hands close, you can reach forward, you can bring the hands to the floor. Try to take it down as far as you can inside the right thigh. And just keep breathing here. Now take an inhale. And then with the exhale, bring both hands to the floor, hips up high, shake out your legs. And as you fold it, just bring your legs into that horse position. So bend the knees, bring the hips down low, thighs toward parallel with the floor, knees set wide. And then once you're ready, just keep the left hand on the floor, right hand to the right knee. And we'll take that cross step from here. Put the weight to the right foot. Left foot back in the cross, sink your left hip low. And then pressing your right foot, step it wide, back to horse. Weight to the right foot, left foot back in the cross, sink this down. Pressing your right foot, step it out wide. One more time, weight to the right foot. Left foot back in the cross, bring your hip down as low as you can and hold here. Maybe lift your left foot up off the floor. And then one more time, pressing your right foot, step it wide, bring both hands down. And then make a quarter turn to the left. Bring your hands to the front of the mat. Right foot comes forward to meet your left. When you're ready, take an inhale, lift halfway here. And with the exhale, bring the hands down. Into crow one more time. Dig your fingertips into the floor, feet together, heels high. Knees outside the arms. Lean this forward, keep the legs squeezing in, and lift your feet together. Keep the legs squeezing. And then pull the elbows back, let your shoulders sink down. Squeeze the legs in as you lift. Pull the elbows back, let the shoulders come down. And then lift back up. One more time, draw the elbows back, sink your shoulders down. And then lift one more time. Take it through one more vinyasa. All right, from your down dog, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just bend the knees and come down to all fours. All right, and this is where we'll take it to Peacock. Just work this as best you can. If nothing else, lower down and try to get at least the wrist stretch out of this, okay? This is not an impossible pose. It's much easier than it actually looks, which doesn't mean that it's easy per se, but work it as best you can. We'll start with the wrist stretch setup that we had before. So to begin, bring your knees out wider than your hips. Toes point toward each other again, like you're about to sink back into child's pose. Walk your hands in. And here again, you're going to set your hands down on the line that you draw between your knees. Now it's going to be palms down. At least rotate your fingers to the sides, right or left 90 degrees. If you can go further, try to point the fingers toward your feet. The wrist stretch is actually part of the pose, but take it to where your wrist can tolerate. Now when you set your hands down, keep your hips low. And then you want to work this as best you can. So the hands might have to come close together, or you might keep them wide. It depends on how long your limbs are in relation to the rest of your body. Your proportions matter. But find a position where you can pull your chest forward between the upper arms and bend the elbows toward each other so you're pushing toward the ribs or the muscles of your core. And this is what's going to keep you up. Now as the elbows pull in, let the shoulders come forward a little bit. And then let the knees go even wider so there's more weight on your arms. And this is all leverage from this point. Look forward. Try to hold that cobra pose in your upper back. Bring your shoulders forward slowly. And then as you lean, let your legs get light until your knees can lift. Now this is good enough here. This will be easiest with the knees bent. If you want to go further, you can extend the legs to the sides in a straddle, or bring the legs together behind you, and be sure to use your glutes if you're going to take it there. And keep you leaning forward into this. Like I said, it's not necessarily easy, but it's not impossible. This is much more accessible than most people think. Now, we're going to take another lift into this pose, and I'm going to show you a second entry. You're welcome to just work that first entry again if you like. And this next one, some people find it impossible, some people find it easier. It all depends. Now, this is going to be from plank. So for that, just bring yourself into your plank shape. Wrists beneath the shoulders. Step your feet back, legs together, and bring your body into line. And then from here, you adjust the hand position. Now, I'm going to recommend you slide your hands close to your feet, about one hand's length. And then this is where you're going to rotate. So fingertips to the side, right or left at least 90 degrees. And maybe bring the hands in closer to each other, maybe wider. And this, don't really expect this to be exactly the same as the last setup. Wherever you set the hands, as you bend your elbows, bring your chest forward between the arms, and then set yourself down on the upper arm. So you're using the upper arms as a shelf. Now, if you're going to do this with straight legs, you just lean forward into this. Most people start with bent knees. For that, just slide your feet forward, let the knees go wide. Pull your chest forward, and then lean to lift your feet. Again, you can move into the straddle. Got to keep leaning forward. Maybe bring the legs together, and just take it to where you can hold here. And there's more of a back bend that's useful for this pose than people tend to expect. Obviously, your arms are working, but to keep your head lifted, you're trying to engage your upper back as much as you can. Just try to look forward. All right, when you're ready, just go ahead and shake your hands out for a moment. Let go of all that tension. And we'll move into something easier here. So once you're ready, come into your downward facing dog. And we'll take half pigeon. With an inhale, raise the right leg high behind you. And with the exhale, just bring it forward. Right knee behind the right wrist, right ankle somewhere behind the left. Go ahead, drop your left knee. You can flatten the left foot behind. But pull your left hip forward. Keep it in line with the right so your hips are squared. Sink your weight straight down. and find at least some of that stretch on the right side, outer hip toward the glutes. Now you can stay upright. You can lift up further and move toward a back bend if you want to go deeper. Or you can melt down to the elbows. You can fold down all the way and relax. Just take this to where you like. It can be a more active pose or a resting pose, whatever suits you best. All right, now from here, if your hands are forward, walk them in close. We're going to take another pose. So once the hands are close enough, pull your belly in, back your hips up over your left knee, and slide the right foot over to the left. We're going to take this into Gomukhasana. So pull the left knee in behind the right, cross your legs, and then bring your feet out wide. Bring yourself down to seated between your heels. And just give yourself a moment to settle and try to get both sit bones down to the floor. If you need to back off, you can extend the left leg straight and just have that right leg crossed over. Now for the arm bind from below, right arm crosses your low back, palm facing away. With your left hand, reach and grip what you can, the wrist, the elbow, anything between. But use that grip to pull the right shoulder back. Keep your chest open and sit this up tall, and this is enough. If you want the full bind, I don't know if I'm going to get it. The right hand comes up between the shoulder blades. Left arm comes from above. And see about finding that grip somewhere in between. And for some people, this is easy, and for people like me, this is never easy. Just work this as best you can. Keep your chest open, shoulders back, and then keep your legs squeezing together and your feet pushing down, and just breathe here, whatever combination of stretches you can bring yourself into. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, let go of your arm bind. Go ahead, set your hands down behind you, lean back and untangle your legs. And then once you're ready, just cross at the ankles, come forward your hands and step back to down dog. And we'll take those poses on the other side. So when you're ready here with an inhale, raise your left leg high. With the exhale, bring it forward. Left knee behind the left, first of ankle, somewhere behind the right. Right knee down, right foot flat behind. Pull the right hip forward, keep it in line with the left. Sink your weight straight down. And look for at least some of that stretch on the left side, outer left hip toward the glutes. Now again, you can stay upright. You can move deeper toward the back bend. You can come down to the elbows. You can melt all the way down. Take it to where you need to here. All right, again, for me, the hands are forward, walk them in close. Pull your belly in, back the hips up over your right knee, and slide the left foot to the right. Let's go to Gomukhasana on this side. Right knee pulls forward behind the left. Squeeze your legs together with the feet set wide. Come down to seated between your heels. And if you need to back off, you can always extend that right leg forward with the left leg crossed over. Just get both sit bones down. Now for the low part of the bind, left arm crosses your low back, palm facing with your right hand reach. Find the wrist, the elbow, whatever you're able to grip. And then keep that left shoulder belt pulled back, keep your chest open. If you're going to take the full bind, it's going to be left hand up between the shoulder blades, right arm from above. And again, work to find that grip somewhere between. Shoulders back, chest open. Squeeze the legs together, push your feet into the floor, and just breathe with us here.
Take a deep inhale. And with the exhale, let go of the arm bind again. Set your hands down behind you, lean back, untangle your legs. And then just come all the way down onto your back this time. Pull your knees to your chest, squeeze everything in. And let's take this into happy baby. Go ahead, reach between the knees. Take hold of the outside edges of your feet. Stack your ankles above your knees, pull down on both sides. Draw the knees toward the floor. And as you pull down, press your feet back up into your hands at the same time. Keep the tension working both up and down. Try to flatten your spine so your tailbone toward the floor. And if you can take it further, maybe rock a little bit side to side. And then farther still, you can extend your legs out against your grip. And then finally, when you're ready, take a deep inhale here, draw down as much as you can. And with the exhale, just release. Extend your legs out fully. Lay your arms at your sides. Open up your palms toward the ceiling. And then just let your eyes close here and let your body settle down into the mat. And then start to move bit by bit here, fingers and toes, arms and legs. Take a deep inhale, reach your arms out long past your head. And then draw it all back in, bring the elbows toward your chest. Pull your knees up as well. And find your way up to a comfortable seat. Now ground yourself into the mat here. Stack your spine. Bring your hands up to heart center. And then take a deep inhale. Hold on to the top. And then just let everything go. Thank you for joining class. Namaste.